Welcome, movie lovers. Today we're diving into some fascinating facts about the world that might just surprise you. From the instant you open your eyes in the morning to the quiet moment before sleep, you are immersed in a world that rarely stops to explain itself. The ground beneath you feels solid, the air feels weightless, the sky seems infinite. Yet every one of those perceptions hides layers of astonishing complexity. Earth is more than a rock orbiting the sun. It is a restless engine of molten metal, drifting continents, migrating species, and invisible forces that bend even time itself. Human beings have always tried to make sense of these mysteries. Ancient storytellers spun myths of thunder gods to explain lightning. Early philosophers guessed at hidden elements or invisible spheres that move the stars. Today, we use satellites, particle detectors, and deep-sea submersibles, but the impulse is the same: to understand how everything fits together. What we've discovered is both humbling and exhilarating. This collection of 10 expansive facts invites you to look at familiar things with unfamiliar eyes. Some of these insights plunge thousands of kilometers beneath the crust to the planet's churning heart. Others rise far above, where gravity bends time and storms create flashes of antimatter. You will meet organisms that thrive in boiling acid, trees that whisper underground messages to their neighbors, and ancient engineers who built cities as sustainable as any modern design. You will also encounter cosmic truths, like the revelation that every atom in your body was forged in the heart of a star, that remind us how deeply connected we are to the universe. The purpose of these pages is not just to recite statistics or trivia. Each section aims to tell a story of discovery, of unexpected interconnections, of the grand processes that shape our environment and our very selves. Together they reveal a planet alive with motion and a cosmos that is far from indifferent. So before diving into the specifics, from the super-spinning core beneath your feet to the ancient green Sahara that once teemed with wildlife, pause for a moment of curiosity. The everyday world is richer, stranger, and more beautiful than it first appears. Let these 10 fascinating facts guide you through that hidden splendor and remind you that wonder is never far away. 1. Earth's inner core spins at its own pace. Beneath our feet lies a world within a world. Earth's inner core, sphere of mostly solid iron and nickel about the size of the moon, is encased by a liquid outer core. For decades, geophysicists debated whether the inner core rotates at the same speed as the rest of the planet. Seismic data gathered from the way earthquake waves travel reveal something startling. The inner core spins slightly faster or slower than the mantle and crust, depending on long cycles of decades. This superrotation and occasional subrotation influences Earth's magnetic field, which shields life from harmful solar radiation. Scientists think the heat from radioactive decay and residual primordial energy drives convection currents in the outer core, generating a geodynamo that powers the magnetic field. Without it, charged particles from the sun would strip away our atmosphere, much like what happened to Mars. Ongoing research shows subtle variations in day-length milliseconds over centuries are tied to these deep Earth dynamics, reminding us that our planet is a living, breathing engine. 2. Life thrives in the most extreme environments. From superheated hydrothermal vents at the bottom of the Pacific to Antarctic subglacial lakes sealed off for millions of years, Organisms called extremophiles rewrite our understanding of habitability. Thermophiles flourish in boiling springs, acidophiles in pH levels similar to battery acid, and radiophiles endure radiation that would annihilate humans many times over. Perhaps most famous is Deinococcus radiodurans, nicknamed Conan the bacterium, which survives massive doses of gamma radiation by knitting its DNA back together with remarkable efficiency. Such organisms are central to astrobiology. If microbes can thrive in boiling water at the Mariana Trench or in frozen Antarctic brine, maybe life can exist beneath the icy crust of Europa or in Martian permafrost. Beyond space exploration, extremophiles fuel biotechnology. Enzymes from heat-loving microbes made modern PCR, polymerase chain reaction, practical, revolutionizing genetics. What once seemed fringe life in lava tubes or clouds of sulfur dioxide now guides our search for life across the cosmos. 3. Trees communicate through a wood wide web. Forests aren't silent battlegrounds of competition. They're bustling information networks. Underground fungal filaments, mycorrhizae, connect tree roots in vast symbiotic webs, nicknamed the Wood Wide Web. Through these networks, trees share nutrients, signal distress, and even nurture seedlings. Research by ecologist Suzanne Simard showed that when a Douglas fir is shaded, neighboring birches can send it carbon. Mother trees detect their own kin and preferentially support them with extra nutrients. When insects attack, chemical messages spread underground and through the air, priming neighbors to bolster their defenses. This cooperation challenges the old Darwinian narrative of pure competition. Forest management now uses these insights to improve reforestation, understanding that clear-cutting can break vital underground connections. The lesson: ecosystems are more like communities than solitary organisms. 4. The ocean holds 95% of Earth's living space. Covering over 70% of the planet, oceans form the largest contiguous habitat on Earth. Yet humans have explored less than 20% of their floor. The average ocean depth is about 3.7 kilometers, and the Mariana Trench plunges to nearly 11 kilometers deeper than Mount Everest is tall. Within this immense realm thrive countless undiscovered species. Bioluminescent creatures illuminate the midnight zone, using light for camouflage or to lure prey. Hydrothermal vents host chemosynthetic life that draws energy from chemicals rather than sunlight, a paradigm shift in biology. The ocean regulates climate by absorbing about a quarter of human-produced CO and distributing heat through currents like the Gulf Stream. Its health is inseparable from ours. Phytoplankton generate roughly half the oxygen we breathe. Protecting marine ecosystems is thus a planetary imperative. 5. Humans share surprising DNA with distant life. We often view ourselves as separate from other organisms, yet genetics reveals deep kinship. Roughly 60% of our genes have analogs in bananas, and about 85% overlap with mice. Even single-celled yeast share about a third of our genes. This commonality stems from life's shared ancestry. Evolution conserves core biochemical pathways like DNA replication and energy production because they work so well. Understanding these parallels drives medical research. Fruit flies and zebrafish become powerful models for studying human disease, since many genetic mechanisms are identical. Such connections reshape philosophy as well as science. Far from being isolated, humans are part of a vast continuum, our genomes chronicling billions of years of shared history with every living thing. 6. Time is not the same everywhere. Einstein's theory of relativity reveals that time itself is elastic. Gravity and speed can dilate time, meaning a clock on a mountaintop ticks slightly faster than one at sea level. GPS satellites must correct for this effect. Without it, location errors would accumulate by kilometers each day. Extreme experiments prove the point. Atomic clocks flown on jets or placed on skyscrapers measure different elapsed times than their stationary counterparts. Though the differences are tiny nanoseconds, they're measurable and crucial for technology. On cosmic scales, time dilation lets astronomers peer into the early universe. Light from distant galaxies shows how space-time has stretched, giving us a look billions of years into the past. 7. Lightning produces a natural form of antimatter. Thunderstorms are more than dramatic displays of electricity. Satellite instruments have detected terrestrial gamma-ray flashes generated when lightning bolts accelerate electrons to near-light speeds. These collisions create gamma rays energetic enough to spawn positrons, the antimatter counterpart of electrons. That means every lightning storm briefly unleashes subatomic particles, once thought to be the stuff of science fiction. While harmless at ground level, these phenomena reveal how energetic our atmosphere can be and help scientists understand natural sources of radiation. 8. Ancient civilizations engineered sustainable cities. Long before modern technology, societies from the Indus Valley to the Maya developed sophisticated urban systems. Mohenjo-Daro, circa 2500 BCE, boasted indoor plumbing, standardized bricks, and grid layouts rivaling today's cities. The ancient Nabateans and Petra built elaborate water catchment systems in the desert, while the Inca engineered agricultural terraces that minimized erosion and maximized yield in the Andes. Many of these solutions were not only ingenious but sustainable, offering lessons for today's urban planners facing climate change. Harvesting rainwater, passive cooling, and circular waste management all have deep historical roots. 9. The Sahara was once a green paradise. Satellite imagery and fossil evidence reveal that the Sahara Desert, now the world's largest hot desert, was once a lush savanna dotted with lakes and rivers. Between about 14,000 and 5,000 years ago, a period known as the African humid phase, monsoon rains transformed the region into a haven for hippos, crocodiles, and early human settlements. Shifts in Earth's axial tilt altered the monsoon patterns, gradually drying the land. Rock art depicting giraffes and fish testifies to a forgotten ecosystem. Understanding these cycles informs models of future climate change and shows how dramatically Earth's environments can shift. 10. We are stardust literally. Every atom heavier than hydrogen was forged in the hearts of stars. Elements like carbon, oxygen, and iron formed through nuclear fusion and supernova explosions before coalescing into planets and eventually life. Carl Sagan's poetic phrase, "We are made of star stuff," is no metaphor. Spectroscopic analysis of our bodies confirms it. The calcium in our bones, the iron in our blood, the oxygen we breathe were born in stellar furnaces billions of years ago. Even now, cosmic rays seed our atmosphere with new isotopes, linking us to the wider universe. Recognizing this cosmic lineage instills both humility and wonder. The night sky is not just a view outward, but a mirror of our origins. Closing reflection. These 10 facts illuminate a single truth. Our world and our place within is far more intricate, dynamic, and interconnected than everyday life suggests. From the molten core beneath our feet to the stellar furnaces that birthed our atoms, reality is a tapestry of hidden connections. If you enjoyed these facts, don't forget to follow us for more exciting content. Thank you for watching.